California Memorial Stadium in Berkeley. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. It's the Baylor Bears and the Cal Golden Bears. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Well, guys, Coach Aranda talked to me before the game. This is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Bears ready to kick it away first. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Grabbed over the middle. It's strong. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
The counterplay is a great play to mix in with your base concepts. Obviously, everybody flies to the football, bang. Now you pull a guy, you go backside, give him a little counter, keep the defense off balance.
Sangapolatelli from the gun on third down. That's caught. It's Thomas. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Golden Bears are rolling down the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Motion from the wideout. Throwing Sangapolatelli. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. With the catch, it's Freeman. Fighting off the defender. Makes the grab in their space. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. From the gun, the running back has it. Maybe a crease. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Play fake Lagway. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and get...
Oh, he's got some space. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a third and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this jump.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Pulled down at the 18 and the... To bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll move the wide receiver. Snags it and he's open. Gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Jaron Kiave Songopolitelli. He's got it on the run. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And he puts through the extra point. Coming out with it, it's Williams. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Well, missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Throwing, Lagway. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Got it in the middle, it's Livingston. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Gonna take a shot. He's got it on the left. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Hand off to the lone back. Got a little grass. Picks up the first down. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bears!
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, one touch, one touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Running inside. It's Marshall. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Sangopolitelli buys a little extra time. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. The screen, he can go. Powers through the defender. Touchdown, Bears! A great catch and run for 6.
Yeah, and a nice job quickly getting the ball out. These bubble screens got to come out fast and got to come out to your playmakers who you can throw it to. Trust them to make the right read, get the ball upfield, and get in the end zone.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Shows him the stiff arm. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
That's caught. It's Thomas. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front.
Makes a grab and room to run. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. The Golden Bears with the 1st and 10. JKS. It's complete to the left. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. The give to the left. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the Golden Bears kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Throwing Sangapolatelli. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him.
Could be an alley. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
Well, you're down here in the red zone. You know you've got to be able to run the football, so good call going with the toss play. Nice blocking up front. Good patience by the back finding his crease.
This is a designed run. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
I know it's early, but you're down by a lot of points. You've got to go for it here on fourth down, David. I'm finding my best player offensively and giving him a shot.
And what you said is all the difference in the world. I'm already down a lot early. I got to make some things happen. This is a situation to get a touchdown. I'm going for it.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
A designed run for the quarterback. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cal!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They give it to him again. Finding some room. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Flagway on the play action. Buying some time as he moves left. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill truck.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Finally, a defense looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. It's setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
And the Bears are flying down the field. Quarterback may change this route. Flagway wants to throw. Here comes the heat. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Ball was incomplete. I think you got to give a lot of credit to this defense up front. That pass rush, they were coming on that play. Got after the quarterback, got in his face, and did not let him feel comfortable.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Flagway to the air again. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Freeman. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Flagway. Complete. There he goes. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morris.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Ball is loose. Quickly gets back on top of it and prevents a turnover.
Man, when these receivers fumble the football, oftentimes it's out in the open field. You have no idea who's going to jump on it. That's oftentimes how you see scooping scores. He's lucky he was able to recover his own fumble.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 3rd down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. Firing to the right, complete. Stopped short of the first down marker. They are in field goal range, and 3 would make it a 2-possession game. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Jaron Kiave Songopolitelli. And down he goes back at the 3.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Here they come on 2nd and 3 from the 20. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Songopolitelli looking to the big tight end. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. In the red area, it's Morris. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line. time before they finally get him stopped.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bears!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll send the tight end in motion. Trying to start the drive with a pass. That's reeled in. It's Hendricks. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit, but they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Looking to throw on first down. He wants to go deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
He's got an open man, and he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Timeout taken now by the Golden Bears. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Defense not showing press coverage. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Upstairs to make the catch. Touchdown, Cal. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
That textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing, you need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking for a gap. It's Turner. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here's Lagway to pass. Rushes on him, and down he goes. Baylor Bears call their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. One more snap coming before halftime. Third down from the gun, DJ Lagway. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. And that'll do it here in the second quarter. Halftime has arrived and we head to the studio. Just about set to get this second half underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive.
Makes the catch and he's free. Drills him with the stiff arm. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Lagway throws to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Brown. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. He might want another play. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Good timing on the quick out. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Cal's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Right back to the well. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to...
Trying to beat the D deep. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds a tight end. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. The Golden Bears go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Makes the grab on the left. Snags it, and there's running room. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down. And the Golden Bears, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. There's a crease. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. The sure hands, it's Brown. Breaks into the open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. And the Bears come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking for a crease to the left. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Well, if you're going to get 1st downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. The 20. Inside the... And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Golden Bears.
And man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the 2nd half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Breaks the tackle. Turning it on. The 50. He's inside the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Baylor. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he's going to bring this one out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the grab. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. The Golden Bears with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Got him. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Listen, I know that game didn't get very much, but I love getting the tight ends involved. Get everybody involved in the offense. Make me cover the whole field. Keep everybody a little bit honest.
And the Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Looking to throw again. He lofts one down the sideline. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And at this point of the game, you just can't say enough about how good the defense has been covering this guy. Coming into the game, they knew he was the critical factor for this offense with his skill set, but they have really been able to shut him down. They force another incompletion down the field looking his way. To me, that's one of the biggest reasons why they're winning this game.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that defense was doing and getting rid of the football.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
A strike downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Going for 6. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Going to the run, it's Turner. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Throwing, Lagway. Got his man out of the backfield. And that one did not work. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
Fires to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Hendricks. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a 1st down at the 22.
It's pretty amazing at this point in the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they win. But they've got to start being aggressive and taking shots.
And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Working that left side now. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. And the Golden Bears will have it 1st and 10. JKS under fire. The throw. Fires to the big fella. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these 1st downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the acceleration.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Lagway wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Lagway will try to get it from the gun on 3rd down. They're working that left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Lagway. Release to the back. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football. And sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long. And right there, I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Throwing Sangapovatelli. He'll throw it. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Caught, and he's got room. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. He goes right back to the air. Throws for the tight end. And the timing just a hair off. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Again, it's Sangapovatelli. Fires to the wideout. Got a man. It's Hendricks. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the stop.
He tries to take the top off. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
They get to him as he throws. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push, and ball security, David. That's a premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Makes the grab in their space. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. The offense coughs it up. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage,